Hi, loves. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. I wanted to share a tarot reading with you today. So, I woke up this morning feeling these waves of sadness and a little bit of depression were coming in. And I was wanting to offer this reading because I feel like some of you out there are going through something right now. And I want to offer you some guidance. I know that it can be helpful sometimes to receive a mirror reflection back of what we're going through. Yeah. So I'm not sure what this reading is going to be about, other than I'm feeling like some of you guys are working through a challenging chapter in your life, maybe feeling some depression, maybe feeling some sad feelings, and I'm here with you, and let's work it out together. Let's feel into this together. So, as always, I'm working with my Osho Zen tarot deck and my traditional tarot deck. What's going on with you, my love? Loneliness. Loneliness. I'm feeling from you, you're at a chapter of your journey where you are not feeling the joy of solitude, but rather feeling the sadness of loneliness. And gosh, that is just such a normal human emotion, isn't it? Yeah. Maybe you lost someone recently. Maybe you're aching to start something new, but something new hasn't started yet. It's just a feeling of like isolation they're going through. And, if this reading, if what I'm sharing so far doesn't resonate with you, go ahead, switch off the video, watch another one of my videos. But I'm speaking to part of the collective here on the channel that today you're feeling some loneliness coming up. Yeah. I'm having issues with the cards not focusing. Sorry about that. Yeah, there you go. Laziness. What is going on with laziness for you? I'm getting this feeling of feeling stuck and not knowing how to move forward, but you can't quite become the person that you used to be. I mean, even just saying that seems like an impossible thing to say. It's not quite coming out of my mouth right, but it's like you're in this turning point where it feels like something was revealed to you. Yeah, the creator. It feels like something was revealed to you about your own power recently. Or an invitation, rather. It's like the universe gave you an invitation to do something, to change something in your life. Maybe it's an addictive habit, a mindset that needs to shift so you can be happier. But it seems like the universe has offered something up on a plate to you recently, inviting you to co-create with the universe. And you're not quite sure yet how to step into that new creator self. And you feel alone with it. Like there's no one to talk to. No one understands what you're going through. Just kind of a feeling of like, I'm getting this image of you like scrolling through your phone, looking at all the different people in your phone. You're like, why do I have no one that I can talk to about this? This is really frustrating. So I hear you. I've definitely been through times like that in my life as well, where I just really wanted to talk to someone about what I was going through or feeling. Um, and I didn't feel like there was anyone around. So, this invitation, let's go back to the invitation. What was the invitation the universe gave you or delivered to you recently, um, that you're not really sure how to move forward on yet? Interesting. Um, hmm. Hierophant. So, I feel like this is about a relationship. Um, Maybe what's going on for you is you have felt the call to change your life in some sort of big way, whether that means moving to out of the city and into the country to be with different kinds of people, or maybe to be with plant friends, more with animal friends, more with friends of Mother Nature. Maybe for you, or this is something about like feeling the call to step into new relationship dynamics, maybe leave an old relationship behind, start new relationships, whether it's romantic, friendship, working relationships, any kind of relationship. But it's almost like I'm feeling like you got the message recently, like, oh, like this is a direction that would benefit you that you could move in. But now you're kind of in the waiting game. It's like, well, it feels like there's still something you need to integrate in your present moment in order to be able to successfully move forward into that new version. The universe is like showing to you, like, okay, this is like the general path you're going on, but what but there's like a lesson you need to learn first before you can actually go down that path. And I'm seeing it again with like this path has a lot to do with relationships. Maybe you're realizing you want to get married. You're realizing you want to have children. You're realizing you want to like move somewhere really far to be with someone that you care about. Maybe you're being asked to take care of someone, someone who's sick, a family member. Like you're being invited to uproot your life and go do that. But it's like, what is the lesson that you need to learn before that can happen? So, Six of Swords is, I'm sorry, it's not focusing very well. I think it's because I have this background. I'm going to switch it. There. Well, that's better. Thank you for your patience with me. Very good. Six of Swords is talking about in order to cross this river from the past and into the future, in order to let go of the old, in order to move towards what the universe is calling you into the new, I'm drawn to the water in this image and the necessity of tears, the necessity of crying, the necessity of um, feeling our feelings all the way down to the root. Now, okay, so this is something I have some experience with, so I can share firsthand with you about how to work with this energy. So, okay, so we tend to overthink it, especially in our psychologically driven society. We tend to like think that everything can be thought through. But when we are in the situation where tears need to be cried, where old emotions need to be felt in order to be shed, you have to feel it in order to heal it. Um, we tend to think it has to be this like go to a therapist and talk it out, or like go talk to a friend. Again, this is where the loneliness is coming from, because maybe you're thinking I need to talk to someone, um, a friend, anyone who can listen, offer me a perspective or guidance, and that's creating that feeling of loneliness. However, and this might seem so crazy, I acknowledge it may seem crazy, but a really simple way to feel our feelings down to the core, down to the root, meditation. And meditation doesn't have to be a long thing. It can be literally 5 minutes. Do you have 5 minutes? Yes, you do. We all have 5 minutes. So, no matter how busy we are, we definitely have 5 minutes. So a simple way to meditate, just sit down. You don't even have to close your eyes. I mean, you can. It kind of helps to close your eyes because then you're not as distracted by the world around you. But, whatever, just sit down and just pay attention to breathing for 5 minutes. That's all. You don't have to like do anything else. You just like notice that you're breathing. You can do that for 5 minutes. That's meditation. So, why am I bringing up meditation? So, meditation allows us to feel our feelings on like a subconscious level, because it's not necessarily always about having to necessarily externally cry. Sometimes it's just about allowing us to feel, be fully present in our physical experience. So the breathing form of meditation, and there's so many kinds of meditations that you can try, countless, my friends, techniques out there. But breathing is just such a ubiquitous one, such a popular one, because it's simple and because it just does the job of getting us in our bodies, like embodiment, getting us like focused on this here, being in this thing with sensations. So the breathing is, you're in the body, you're noticing the breath, you're noticing the lungs moving, expanding. Maybe the belly is moving a little bit with the breath. Maybe the nostrils are moving. There's air flowing in and out, cool air, maybe warm air. It's a very embodied meditation practice. So I'm feeling like it could be really helpful to, if you don't already do so, to set yourself up a nice little schedule. 21 days is an ideal number for a healing chapter. So a lot of times what I do is I create 21-day practice schedules. So for 21 days consecutively, I'm like, okay, here's the spiritual / healing practices I'm going to commit to doing every single day. 21 days is great because it's not so long that it feels daunting. It's like 21 days, I can do that. But it's short enough so that if something needs to be tweaked, you can quickly reach your 21-day goal and then create a new schedule for yourself that can look different based on what you learned about yourself in the previous 21 days. For example, like let's say that, for 21 days, I focus on a breath meditation for 10 minutes a day. Okay, cool. But like somewhere along the line in the 21 days, maybe, halfway through that or something, you start to learn, let's say, a new musical instrument, and you're totally on fire and jazzed up about it. You're like, oh my God, I love this. And you realize that to practice this musical instrument, it's a very spiritual act for you because you have to clear your mind completely. You have to just focus on the task at hand. You can't be thinking about anything when you're really practicing that instrument. So you're like, wow, that's actually a spiritual practice, playing this instrument. So you're like, oh, I really want to like set aside a chunk of time every day. Maybe instead of the breathing exercise, you're like, oh, I want to play music instead for 10 minutes a day or however long, So like 21 days comes quickly. And then you can just, in the next 21-day cycle, plan a different set of practices that feel more aligned with where you're at now. But I'm getting this sense of like creating that 21-day practice schedule of some form of meditation where you release thinking for a period of time. Now, one more note on meditation. When I say something like release thinking, that doesn't mean that I think that you should not think. Let's say for like you say, I'm going to meditate for 10 minutes a day. I'm going to focus on my breath. Or I'm going to play this musical instrument for 10 minutes a day. Do I think that you're going to have 10 pure minutes of non-thoughts? No. Even the greatest of yogis living in the Himalayas, in caves, who dedicate 24/7 to meditation, still have thoughts. Thoughts are the nature of the mind. The mind is created to have thoughts. However, when we set aside time to meditate, what we're essentially doing is giving ourselves permission to not follow those thoughts, right? They'll arise, they'll come up, the thoughts will come, but we don't have to chase them, right? So you know how like one thought leads to the next thought, leads to the next thought, leads to the next thought. What we do when we're meditating is we simply witness, observe, a thought is arising, like, oh, I'm hungry, for example. Normally, if we're not meditating, we might then go, what's for lunch? Okay, I want to make a salad. What should I put in my salad? And then you have like these more thoughts, it's like a train. But when you're sitting down for a meditation session, you just give yourself permission. I don't have to follow those thoughts. I'm just going to be. with whatever the focal point is, whether it's the breath or something else, maybe a mantra, whatever, however your meditation looks. So I do encourage you, I sense you're in a little bit of a funk right now. To help you get out of that funk, create a 21-day practice schedule. Yeah. Let me know in the comments below that you plan to start a 21-day practice schedule so that I can pray for you. I'll send prayers for you as soon as possible. So comment below, I'm starting a 21-day practice schedule. And again, it could be really simple, 5 minutes a day breathing meditation. If you want suggestions for different meditations you could try, I've actually got a bunch that I've written out, and I also have guided meditations. I can send you some different suggestions. So also, please reach out to me. If you go to like the description in this channel at the top of the YouTube page on my homepage here on YouTube, you're going to see my website and an email address. So you can email me and just be like, hey, do you have any suggestions for me or more guidance for how to meditate? I would be more than happy to help you out. All right, one more thing. Excellent. Okay, the world. So when you are moving through this time of feeling these unconscious, buried emotions that are just ready to be felt on an unconscious level through meditation, through to be healed, meditation will help you heal. And you don't even necessarily need to cry. It's just that these emotions will be felt in your body. You come to the end of a cycle, the world, and you're able to move into the new cycle. And as I mentioned before, it seems like the universe is offering, excuse me, it is offering to you an invitation of some sort to reorganize your life in some sort of positive new way. Again, something with relationships. Maybe it's your work, the kind of people you're working with, that you're increasingly being drawn to working with. You're ready to make a change soon. Maybe it's a romantic thing. Maybe it's a friendship thing. Whatever it might be, I feel like it's in the realm of relationships. But it's like you're in this like kind of holding pattern right now where you're not quite ready to make that change. So yeah, meditation for sure. And then you're going to come to the end of this cycle where you're in right now, a bit of a low mood, a bit of a funk, and you'll be able to move forward. Okay, so I hope that was helpful for you guys. I love you so much. Thank you for tuning in. Have a wonderful day. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do that. That helps the channel a lot, and it helps YouTube find more people to share my videos with. So if you could just smash that like and subscribe button, that would be super helpful to me, and I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, I love you all. See you soon. Namaste.